There was no answer in that freaking thing I just read. There was no answer.
You got
in
it.
That freaking thing I just read.
What work? Do you have any idea?
You
got it.
Freaking thing I just read.
What work? Do you have any idea?
You
got it.
Freaking thing I just read.
What work? Do you have any idea?
You
got it.
I'm muting. Thing I just read.
What work? Do you have any idea?
You got it.
I'm muting.
Thing I just read.
What work? Do you have any idea?
You got it. I'm muting. Thing I just read.
What work? Do you have any idea?
You got it. I'm muting.
30 and a 15 for an attitude hold.
Attitude hold? Okay, at hold.
Attitude hold.
Think we attitude hold. Okay, at hold. Okay, hold on to now. Think we attitude hold. Okay, at hold. Okay, hold on to now. Think we attitude hold. Okay, hold on to now. Think we attitude hold. Take on for the monogamy. 10 feet down, 3.5. 47 forward. Put up. 1 minute. 1.5 down.
And I'll have to go into that. Trying to figure out what's going on. Hey, it was the same thing.
Well, hello everybody. Can you hear me? Before I go any further, I want to make sure people can hear me. Oh, don't get your hopes up, Price. Okay, yep. Awesome, I can be heard. So here's what happened, right? About an hour before I went to start streaming, I messaged this person. I'm not even going to try and say their name because it's ridiculous. And I said, well, it's T-minus 1 hour and you're nowhere to be found. Can't say I'm surprised. They replied and said, you said 7, right? And I said, yeah, usually people show up beforehand to make sure shit actually goes well. 8 minutes ago, he replied with, goes well? I mean, what can go wrong? And I replied, this, dickhead. I'm live and you're not here. So we have a bit of a pickle right now. I'm waiting to hear from this guy. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let's see if I have a new message from him as of yet. Nope, nothing yet. Huh. Well, in the meantime, thank you very much everyone for coming. I was just going to kind of do like a basic thank you stream and just thank everybody for getting me to 3K and for supporting me so much. World Mode of Feud, yeah, you can come in and chat, for sure. That'll make it more interesting than just me. Shall I just rejoin that meet that I was in with you, and then I can broadcast that to the stream? So I can do that. On Discord? Okay, I can do it on Discord. Frank Knight, I'll come on and pretend to be a flat earther for you. That's, I mean, nobody likes a Poe, but it could be fun. World Mode Feud. Get back to me however you want, man. On Discord or in that meets I was just in. I can get back to you on either. So, yeah, so this guy's been around on my channel for a while. Does anyone recognize his name? It's in the title of the stream here. Does anyone recognize that username? Have they talked to him? Because I'm sure he's been in my comments before. Wait, Earth is seriously flat? Is Flat Earth Aussie Jesus? Are they the same person? But because I just recently saw Aussie Jesus's debate with FTFE that he had a little while ago. My God. Okay, it's not the same person. All right. But, my God. Like, he spends the whole time making shit up. And FTFE and Team and Steve all give him fucking facts. And he just sits there looking like a 70-year-old invalid chugging at his booze jug. And in the comments, he comments and says to Craig, you call this a crucifixion? You can't even wipe your own arse. And I'm like, really? Really? You look like you're ready for the tombstone, man. All right, we got Dick Dawson, aka World Model Feud, coming in a few moments, so it won't just be me awkwardly talking to myself here, because it would appear that we're not gonna have the Flerf. I don't know where he came, where he went to, what he thought. What could go wrong, right? What could go wrong? Let's see if he's replied to that yet. I am at my fucking job, but I'm here, princess. What do you want? My number? I want you to be here when you say you'll be here, retard. 5 minutes, then you lose the opportunity. There we go. That's what we've got from him. I'm at my fucking job. Yeah, this moron forgot that time zones exist. Fucking every time I talk to these idiots, the first time I talked to him, I spelled it out. Eastern Standard Time. And every other time after that, I put EST so that he would know to do the basic step of Googling the time difference. It's not hard.
Well, hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hey, give me 2 seconds to make sure people can hear you.
Sure.
I have the desktop audio turned off. Can everybody hear Dick Dawson?
Hello, everybody. Am I there? Do I exist? Please tell me I exist.
It looks like you do. I think you do.
All right. Well, that's a promising start. I'm liking it.
Yep, we can hear you. Awesome.
All right.
So,
right.
Did you see the latest message from him? 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So he asked what could go wrong, and I said, "This dickhead, I'm live and you're not here." And he responded with, "I am at my fucking job, but I'm here, princess. What do you want? My number?"
Oh.
So
come on.
So obviously he fucked up the time zones, even though I specifically spelled out the words Eastern Standard Time the first time I talked to him. And I replied with, "I want you to be here when you say you'll be here, retard. 5 minutes, then you lose the opportunity."
Wow. Well, I wonder if it maybe is time to put a call out then, my friend. I mean, you get a few of these so-called truth intelligence seekers. I wonder if we got anybody in the chat that would like to play their hand at Russian roulette with you.
That's an idea. Are there any Flerfs in the chat here? He's lying. Flerfs don't have jobs. Nice one, DKG Custom. That's awesome.
Amy Hogan's got it right. Bitchmade.
Oh, yeah.
You got it, honey.
1000% bitchmade. But who's surprised? And at this point, I'm starting to wonder. Like, I don't think I am, but am I that intimidating to them? Is it everybody?
Well, you got this real kind of calm, approachable thing going on, but then when they pose their bullshit and you slam it down, like it's just, it's like Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, or whatever, however you pronounce that, right? So I think there is some intimidation there, absolutely.
Interesting.
I mean, but that's going to be in any case because if you go into a gunfight holding a dull pencil, I mean, you're going to be nervous, right? Yeah. I mean, what do you expect?
I could totally, now that I think about it, I could hear that in Flat Earth Fokker's voice when he debated Schrodinger. I could hear that he was nervous, and then at one point, what does Schrodinger say? He goes, "It seems like you came to this debate having not loaded your gun, and then forgot to bring the gun that you forgot to load."
Oh man, no, that video you did, really analyzing that debate. Like, if anybody wants to understand what somebody with real brains and preparation and some clever can do in a debate situation, watch Dead Kennedy and Space's video on Schrodinger and Fokker, because wow, you absolutely analyzed it to the T. It was perfect, and it's also an amazing video. It's so good.
Well, you know, now that Flat Earth is entering the cleanup phase, like now we're just, you know, we're like, you know, double tapping a twitching corpse at this point.
Exactly.
Soul Survivor says this guy's vocal cadence is something else. I assume they mean you. But now that we're in that phase, I think it might almost be worth revisiting that debate so I can show some more clips of it.
Yes.
Just because that is such a good debate, and there's so much more I could have said about it.
Oh, I mean, you could have done an episode on that as long as the debate itself, because there is that much meat to analyze in that situation. It was fantastic. The way he set it up in the beginning with the booze and whatnot, like he laid it on the line right then and there, and Fokker missed the entire point of the introduction. He didn't see any of it.
Whoa. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Sorry. John Rapp, thank you, man. Thank you. John Rapp sent $7.15 with an A in front of it. Is that American?
I'm thinking Australian.
Oh, Australian. Okay, could be.
Yeah. Can I read it out?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. This is from John Rapp, Super Chat for Australian, $7.15. Good morning, everyone. A nice warm day in Sydney. We were correct. Listening in at work. Come on, Flerfs, man up and come and take your medicine. Exactly. I love John Rapp. He's a great guy.
He is awesome. He's like a really big fan of mine. I really appreciate that guy. He's excellent. Thank you, John. And I don't know if they're here right now, but if Surf is here, SYRPH, if Surf is here, I need to thank them for the super chat they sent last time as I clicked stop streaming. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to mention to anyone that I had super chats enabled, and Surf donated like as the stream ended, and I felt bad that I didn't, get to that. But yeah, super chats are enabled. If you guys want to, feel free. I really appreciate it. But if you can't, don't feel bad about it. Certainly not. Yeah. So where were we there?
Well, we were still on the debate there, talking about Schrodinger's actual on-live demonstration of how you disassemble a Flerf piece by piece.
That was an intellectual murder caught on camera.
It was. I'm surprised the FBI are still not looking for Schrodinger over that one.
How much do you bet that MF will claim that Kennedy avoided the debate by changing the time? I guarantee it. Let's see if I can look through my notes here and see if I actually did say Eastern Standard Time.
Hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Glober Chris just put at Truth Seeker. Hey, fuckface. Is that like a joke between friends, or is Truth Seeker on the other side of the argument there, Glober Chris? Sorry, buddy.
Truth Seeker. Let's see. Let's take a look.
I mean, that's just not a good name. It's not putting, and it doesn't even have an icon, right?
Well.
So
it doesn't start well. It doesn't have any
Marcus Dresden.
What did Marcus Dresden say?
Oh, there's this wicked post of oh my God, faces flat tards, and oh, that is funny. Hey, and the conspiracy, how are you, buddy?
Hey,
that's
ETC.
A good one. That was funny.
Yeah, I can't tell anything about Truth Seeker's channel.
Crashes RC says, I'll jump on to debate the validity of the Canadian bacon conspiracy. He won't let that go, man.
Well, I mean, we have Canadians here from opposite sides of Canada. This could be a debate worth having. What are your thoughts on Canadian bacon?
Well, to me, it's just well-dressed ham.
Okay, well, we're not going to have a debate then. We're in complete agreement. We usually call it, if it's got the that kind of yellowy crust stuff on it, pea meal bacon, yeah.
Yeah, the pea meal. Yeah, and that's what we call back bacon. The world calls it Canadian bacon, not us.
Yeah, it's 100% true. I worked at The Works, which is a really awesome burger joint, and on all the receipts, every time, back bacon, back bacon, back bacon.
Yeah. Oh, so Glober Chris says True Seeker is a fuckface. It's not a friendly little thing. True Seeker, do you have anything you would like to talk about with Dead Kennedy in Space live on air? You have an unbelievable platform right now to make your voice heard, and it would be a fair, even conversation back and forth, not a true debate, but more of a moderated conversation, you could call it. And I'm sure Kevin would be more than happy to have you on. I should have checked with you first. Sorry, bud.
No, 100%. I mean, if the one who, no, I don't, like I said, you are my peps. What does that mean, dude? You need to speak English.
Yeah, or at least try spelling it properly.
But yeah, since the guy I was going to debate has gone full bitchmade, I've already given him over the time I said I was going to give him. But yeah, if he's not going to show up, someone might as well. If anybody out there believes the Earth is not a globe, or even if they believe that space is fake, even if they believe the moon landing never happened, anything about space, anything related to that, I'll gladly debate you on it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you, Bert. I appreciate that. He sent a tweet out to any Flerf to debate me due to the no-show.
Oh, right on. Bert Rickles to the rescue. I bet he's wearing a really nice cape and boots right now and about to fly off and help a cat in a tree. I'm just scanning the chat right now for any of those, standard targets, right? Because I'd really like to find you a dartboard.
Yeah, we got nothing here.
I don't think I could be a Flerf. I ain't that stupid. Okay, so True Seeker may not be a Flerf, but he's seeking some truth. All right? Let's hope you're at the library, pal, because you'll find it there.
Flirfers that base their idea from the Bible, send them to Aaron Raw. He'll set them straight. That's pretty good. Oh, man. Barman, thank you. Go ahead, WMF.
Oh, okay. Sarcastic Barman has donated 5 British pounds for World Model Feud to read, I am inevitable. Okay. Okay, hold on. I didn't read it all first. Let me go again. He's really pulling out the comics on me here. So, I am inevitable. I am Iron Man. I am Batman.
Nice.
But the one I would have done for Batman was, well, then you're gonna love me.
Oh, okay, we got another one here. B-Ball for Life. I recognize that name. Flat Earthers only exists because of YouTube, Eric Dubé, Mark Sargent, and Math Powerland. What's Math Powerland? I don't know what that is. 4 of the most credible resources for scientific evidence. Yeah, 100%. But let me ask the chat and everybody here. What do you guys think about a serious video deconstructing Dubé? Because I have some serious problems with him, not the least of all being that he's a fucking Nazi. So I wonder about that. I don't know. B-Ball for Life, by the way, thank you very much. I don't know if I actually said that part. I am a Christian that supports the globe, and I would love to... Yeah, Dark Knight Apologetics. I really want to get him on with a Bible Flerfer to debate the Bible aspects of Flerfers.
Oh, yeah.
Because he knows his Bible, and yeah, even the Bible, as much as I disagree with it, does not say the earth is flat.
No. And if you go back to the Old Testament, you can find a couple of references that if you really want to be a twisted moron and actually go into the depths of insanity, you could probably find something that can very vaguely back your flat earth belief. But once you go into the New Testament, it ain't gonna work because it was written at a newer time period and they absolutely knew what was going on. So please don't bring that to the table. Yeah. Dark Knight Apologetic, he could kick your butt on that, guaranteed. That guy's got smarts.
Easily. And for the 2 people who are asking, yeah, Eric Dubé is he's an anti-Semite, at least. He wrote an article called The Truth About Hitler, which was basically everything Hitler did was fine because he didn't like Freemasons. That's the idea behind it. It's some pretty sick stuff. The picture at the beginning is of Hitler feeding a baby deer. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
What?
Like,
what?
I bet I could find a picture of, Stalin petting a dog. I've petted dogs, but I didn't commit the fucking purge.
No doubt, right? That is really, really bad. Like, yeah, that's like saying, oh, well, there was a little light wind yesterday, and that's probably why my air conditioner gave up the ghost. No, it was just old and needed to be replaced.
I like what Vash Crimson said, Nazi deer. It was a Nazi deer, so you don't have to feel like that one's cute.
Too funny.
Yep.
Well, let's see here. Oh, Radical, the Unhallowed Knight. Now, that's got to be one of the biggest Flerf names I've ever heard. Sir, would you like to come on and debate Dead Kennedy in space?
He could probably do it. I still remember the first video I ever saw by Radical was one about Edgewise. The guy who sees like dragons in mountains on Google Maps.
Oh yeah.
The video was amazing because he didn't really debunk him. He just he'd watch him pointing out the dragon, and then Radical would pull up a different map and just go, "Well, I think this looks a lot more like a dragon. You're bad at this, man."
Well, that's about the logic you have to bring to them, right? Because I mean, if you try to explain geology to somebody who thinks that the Devil's Tower is a tree stump, you're better off banging your head against a brick wall.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, looks like people are possibly debating whether or not the Bible talks about flat Earth right now.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. It's a great topic. It's a great topic for sure.
I see. Yeah. That's one of the. I might alienate myself from some of the community when I say this, but when I did that biblical flat Earth debunked video, I had someone say to me, I didn't know this was a pro-Christian channel. I didn't know I was subscribed to a pro-Christian channel. I'll fix that now. And I told them, don't let the door hit you on your way out. Because my issue with that brand of atheism is you can still talk about religion without believing in it. It's still an interesting subject.
Absolutely. There's for somebody into any philosophy with their theology and so on, there's a lot to talk about then, because there is, in point, some really good life lessons to be in there. Just, don't do the goat sacrificing because your brother pissed on a tree or something. Skip that part. Skip that. It's not the good part.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of great stuff in there. I still remember this was actually the day I became officially annoyed with atheism, was because I started noticing this trend. I used to go to one of the chans, 420 chan. It was it's like 4chan, but it's slightly weed themed. And I posted a thing in the random category, and I put a picture of the the Mount Ararat anomaly, that weird shape.
Yes. Yep. Oh yeah.
I put a picture of that, and I said, what do you guys think this actually is? Honestly, I want to hear people's opinion. And all I got were responses saying, well, it's not the Ark, don't be an idiot, it's not an Ark. And I'm like, yeah, but I asked what you think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's like saying, well, it's not a big lump of bananas, and it certainly isn't a box of raisins. Come on, you're just not helping.
Yeah. Also, hello to Blue Earth Thing. How's it going, Benny?
Yeah, exactly. I was just doing that. I love Blue. He's great.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. I've been trying to find someone to debate him as well, specifically about the moon landing. If anybody knows any moon landing deniers who would like to talk about the moon landing, they need to talk to Blue Earth Thing, and I will host that debate for sure. That'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that would be really good. I like it. I like it a lot. And you know who I'd like to see debate him on that exact issue, because the guy's a right ISS denier, is that guy.
Ah, that'd be good.
Yes, it would. Blue Earth would just dismantle him.
Ooh. Bailey Dobbin has just made a very good point. They just put r/moonhoax. Yeah, I forgot that there's a subreddit for everything. I should definitely be trolling the subreddits looking for Flerfs and moon deniers to chat with. That'd be awesome.
But between Reddit and Twitter, when it comes to these guys, it is enough to melt the gray matter. You can only do it so much. It really does hurt at times.
Oh yeah, I think the worst is the NASA Facebook page. They're so far gone there. Like they'll post on like in a very obvious animation or simulation. Like there's that one of the ISS like snapping together all the different modules.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They'll comment on that and they'll go, people think this is real, and I'm like, no, nobody said it was real.
Nobody does.
You're the only one who thinks it's being presented as real. It's nuts. It's insane.
And the hubris that they do it with is just it's excruciating.
Oh yeah, like hubris and like complete lack of any kind of like basic social awareness. Like, did I ever tell you about the guy who basically posted a threat to the NASA Facebook page?
No way.
Well, I say it's a threat. Okay. Well, I think I can put it on screen, actually. Let's see if I can...
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oops. Oh, I'm not in studio mode. Damn it. I'm not going to do it right now. But I can describe it. It's easy to describe. Interestingly enough, there's about 5 seconds of some globe proof for you guys. Wait, why isn't it going back to the main scene now? Streamlabs, why are you horrible? Oh, okay. Now I'm in studio mode. All right, well, I will bring it up. I will bring up the image. So this guy posted this to the NASA Facebook page, and I'd also seen him comment with a lot of really, really crazy stuff before. One of which was that the globe lie is perpetuated by ancient wizards who have pledged their allegiance to Lucifer and ISIS as in like the terrorist organization. And then, okay. And then he even put in brackets, "Don't worry about how ISIS got in here." And I'm like, no, I want to worry about that. That's worrying. The guy was just a complete nut job.
Yeah.
But then he posted this picture to the NASA Facebook page that I'm still fucking looking for. I hope I didn't delete it.
Oh, yeah, I hope not.
I might have, just because it was a really disturbing image. I can't find it. Oh, well. Well, what it was is a picture of the Johnson Space Center with badly photoshopped explosions and fire all over it.
Oh, wow.
And I immediately took sympathy with him and said, dude, you want to delete this right now? Because even if you do, I'm pretty sure Homeland Security is showing up at your door tonight.
No doubt. Can you imagine? I mean, that would be worse than swatting somebody. Like, they would be on you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Frank Knight in the chat posted something that I want to address here, because I think you'll probably be on what I'm thinking too. He put it was directed towards the true Scotsman. No, seriously, they think water is beyond the dome because they took images of stars that weren't in focus and looked like water reflection.
Yep.
So now, answer me this. I thought the stars were attached to the dome, and if the water is behind the dome, how does the water affect the look of the star? Am I missing something here?
No, it's a wonderfully inconsistent theory. It's
okay, good.
Some people say that the stars are embedded within the dome, but then there are these people who that tends to be their specialty, is looking at out of focus stars through a telescope, and they go, look, it looks like water. Clearly, it's behind water. It's hilarious, like, because when I did a video about how telescopes prove the globe, and I used some footage from this guy IB Hunter. He's awesome.
Right.
He took a long exposure of the Orion Nebula, and in order to find it, he first focused on one of its main stars, and he starts slowly bringing that into focus. And before he brings it into focus, guess what it looks like? A weird water droplet.
Oh, it's funny. There's a video I was going to do a thing on, but then, we had started the shills and I just had too much work and I forgot about it. And there was this guy who was, he had his cell phone up against the eyepiece of the telescope and he was saying, look, see this and see this. And then at the end, he showed us the telescope. I've got to find this video. I think I have it bookmarked. I'll try to find it. He showed the telescope and the telescope was only just small. And he had like, I think it was a 10 eyepiece with a 3x Barlow on it. Well, guess what, pal? You will never focus that because you have extended the usability of the scope itself. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Like, you can't. You can't just make a $200 telescope zoom in on Neptune just because you feel like it. It's just not going to happen, man.
Oh man, Glober Chris, thank you very much. Glober Chris sent. Is that pounds or euros?
Yes, it is. Oh no, that's euros. That's euros.
That's euros. $6.66 or €6.66 or whatever. I don't know international money. And said,
neither do I.
Said, "All hail Lucifer." I really wish I had a voice modulator.
Let the Dark Lord come. I'm ready. Oh my God! Do you see this?
Yeah,
do you see this?
I do. But it's been a half hour, and I don't know.
Pack a bowl, you'll be fine.
I don't have any yet.
Oh, damn. Okay, sorry, I
time.
didn't mean to bring that up. Ooh, please don't kill me. There's
Kiri
that.
Mac. Kiri Mac, you're the best. Kiri gave 10 pounds, I think, and said, "Loves you, keep the great vids coming. You are fab." Thank you, Kiri. You're the best.
Yeah, she is the best. That's for damn sure. Kiri, I have to say that was very shiltastic of you to do.
It was extremely shiltastic.
You got it, man. Hey, Radical, keep on that freaking guy, man. If we could get that guy over here, it would be amazing. Tell him I've got a half-eaten hot dog he can have. That'd probably get him.
If he wants to wait like 2 hours, I could do a second stream in like 2 hours. I need some time to eat some food and take care of a couple things.
Yeah, that's true. Here. Oh, I can't do it. Shoot.
I'd be happy to debate him. Although I have to say, I'm unfamiliar. Like, I'm pretty unfamiliar with his content. What do you know? What his shtick is? Like, does he have a shtick?
Well, one of his big things right now is magnetism and the fact that none of us understand how it works. One of his great epiphanies recently was if you take a whole bunch of little round magnets, let's say like watch cell batteries, and stack them on top of each other and turn them into like, a proper bar magnet, that is not a bar magnet. It is a whole bunch of little stacked magnets, each with their own north and south pole.
Right.
That is
that's that guy. Mr. Jim Bells did that video. That was a really good one.
Yeah, I attacked him in this first ever World Model Feud episode that wasn't the game show. I found him in his early days, and I went right on him. I had Anti-Flatter and Constable Conspicuous come on, and we tore him down. It was a really good one.
I have one thing to catch up with here. 1 minute debunk sent 10 pounds and 1 cent and said slightly better than the best. Thank you very much. 1 minute. Also, hello to BM Furball.
Yes, definitely. BM Verbal. And Radical says, oh yeah, compasses. And this guy does not understand compasses either. A couple of videos that he put out on compasses were laughable. Like, he doesn't even understand that a south pole compass from the southern hemisphere won't work in the northern hemisphere because of the weighting of it, because it has to be weighted for the hemisphere you're in. He can't even understand that part of it.
Yeah.
Right? It was really bad. And then he started on about how the Earth is just supposedly has this big bar magnet in the center. No, actually, that's the solid and the molten core, and the two cores. Sorry, so the two cores going around each other, and as such, you get like a dynamo effect that creates the magnetic field. Oh, sorry, yeah, that guy just fell asleep. He doesn't get it. But, I tried.
Yeah, that. I love the magnetism argument because to to this day, I've never seen a decent answer to the Faraday cage question.
Right.
Not
Oh,
one.
speaking of Faraday cage, BM Furball's got one put aside and ready to go because he's tackling this coming up.
Oh, that's awesome. I thought he was gonna, because he mentioned it in that stream with JM Truth, and
yeah,
it was hilarious because he was basically going, he was basically going, hey JM, if you say you need to look into this, well, I have a Faraday cage. Let's look into it, like right now.
Oh, you got some more chats in, bud.
Oh wow, jeez, wow. Thank you guys. I appreciate this. This is too kind, really. Blue Earth Thing, $10.02. This is for finding me a victim to debate. You're welcome. I haven't found one yet, but when I do, man, they're there. John Rapp, another 715. Yes, Aussie dollars, plastic note inventors. Really? Aussies invented the plastic note. That's interesting.
Yeah, they're where we get our plastic money in here in Canada now, actually.
Yeah, we do. There's that amazing. Have you ever seen that image? Sorry, I'm gonna finish this. The confusing amount is a full $5 after YouTube's count. I'm not. So wait, after YouTube's cut, so I end up with 5 at the end. I don't understand.
Yeah, because YouTube basically, bends you over and takes their cut, right?
Of course, right. I expect that. Yeah. Right. Canadian money. I was gonna mention. Has anyone seen that image of? There's a meme of someone holding the new Canadian bills underneath their tap in their sink, and there's like all these Americans commenting and going, "What the hell are you doing? Take the money away from the idiot Canadian!" And there's like a couple Canadians coming in and going, "Dude, it's waterproof."
I love it. That's funny.
That's funny. Christ Puncher calls American money monopoly money. I was just watching a movie review by some Americans where they were watching a Canadian movie and saying that our money looks like monopoly money. And
yeah.
I think Americans fail to realize that every country in the world aside from them colors their money.
Yeah. It makes it like, easier to differentiate. I mean,
although I did see a funny counter argument to that. Have you ever heard of the band Lamb of God?
Oh yeah.
On their, I think it was on the Philadelphia DVD. They were talking to someone in Europe about their money because they had colored money in that country, and they were talking to the Lamb of God guys and saying, "Well, your money all looks the same. How can you tell it all apart?" And the singer goes, he's like drunk off his ass, and he goes, "Well, in school we learned this thing called arithmetic." And I'm like, "All right, okay, fair point."
That is really funny. Oh, speaking of money, though, I did have a question for anybody American in the chat. Does American money have Braille on it?
Oh, yeah, good question. Yeah, because ours does.
Yeah, we have for a long time now, right? I mean, even before the plastic money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like back the old fives that had the hockey players on them, they had Braille, I think.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Nope, across the board. Don't worry, guys. You'll get with the time soon. It's okay. I'm just kidding.
Although, I will say about Braille, there is some really stupid use of Braille in the world.
Yes, there is.
There's a mall in my city with a Subway where they have the two lines, one for ordering and one for paying. And above both of them is a sign about 10 feet in the air with Braille on it.
So if Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ever loses his eyesight, they've got him covered.
Yeah,
for the rest of you, bring a stool.
Oh man, that's good.
So sometimes you just can't make this shit up, man. It's just hilarious.
Oh yeah, Dark Knight of most people in the USA will fold the dollars to tell the difference. I learned that from the terrible movie Daredevil. Oh, and Radical says that that guide is awfully quiet now that I suggested a debate with you. Can I say they're scared of the puppet master? What do I do? Nice.
Yeah,
so
I know. make sure you don't mention me because I ripped him in half and he didn't take kindly to it. But when he did a response to me, and dude, he did his response by putting my video on his TV and holding his phone up to it and like doing a video that way. It was so sad. It was so sad. And he had started vertical and then twisted it sideways. So everything was 90-degree turn too. It was that bad, right? But he even laughed at a couple of my jokes to him, but he literally pulled diarrhea of the mouth in the comment section, and he wrote me something like, it was a novel, dude. It was just unbelievable. So, probably better to leave me out of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, fuck. Okay, give me 2 seconds, Sean Carroll. I'm trying to send you my Amazon author page, and apparently it wants to do a fucking 2-step verification. But,
just like what I went through earlier.
It's because you are a jar. Would you like to read that one again, Glober Bomb? It's because you are a jar and a head. Their brains can't comprehend. But Sean Carroll asked what I said I was an author. What books have I written? I'm gonna send you my Amazon author page. I just have to get through Amazon being a cunt for some reason.
Yeah. The thing that drives me nuts is all this two-factor authentication is a real sad joke because all people do is run around stealing phones. I mean, it's not solved anything. What people need to do is be taught proper password etiquette and how to actually take care of themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. There's an issue between making things easy and making things too easy that we're really
that's right
these days. Blue Earth Thing asked if he can hop on. I assume you don't mind, eh?
Oh, of course not.
All right, I just sent him the link on Twitter there. Sorry, I
excellent. Love Blue. He's great.
Oh yeah, he just reminded me about it. Sorry, I just picked up my phone to check out this stupid two-factor authentication and saw your Twitter message.
1 Minute Debunk says, is 12345 a good password? I'm asking for a friend. Well, 1 minute before you do that, make sure that friend gets a hold of me first and then set the password, okay? Because I just got to make sure I have their email. No? Oh, well, okay.
Oh, I was laughing. I was just trying not to cough.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for 1 minute to put something in, but with delay and everything. Yeah. Furball's got it right. Password is just so much easier to remember. I mean, ask Happy Hogan in latest Spider-Man movie, right? What's your password? Password. That's what I'm asking. What's your password? No, password. You're the head of security and your password is password. Hey, I'm not proud of it.
Fucking no, I can't even.
Or did I just throw? Did I just throw a spoiler out? Well, what are you gonna do?
This is driving me crazy. Now I can't find my fucking author page.
Frank Knight, enter your password. Penis. Your password is too small. That's a really good one.
God damn it. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna find my author page properly.
Well, Cynthia Vicious, you have a point. If you steal the phone, I brick it remotely and send the cops to my GPS signal. Yes, that's right. A smart person will do that. But in my life, I have found I don't know how many cell phones, and almost every one of them were able to be factory reset blanked if I had chosen. Now, I'm not that kind of person, and what I did was I went in and found out who they were and got them their phone back. And also as a tech support guy for a living, I can tell you that most people do not practice good security. It is very, very sad.
Do you have to let Blue in?
Oh, maybe. Let me see. Yep, there we go. Sorry, Blue. Got you in, buddy.
Hear me?
Hey, yep. Blue Earth Thing. How are you, man?
Doing good, doing good. Just sitting here writing scripts for the next hour or so.
Nice.
Also,
nice. Who's the victim? Or can you even tell us? Sorry.
No, go ahead, guys.
No, I'm making videos on all these NASA documents I found at my college. So.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm excited. I might start a new series where I go every week, get a new NASA document, and just do a review of it.
Nice.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, neither can I.
He showed me one that looked really cool of just like all of the sounding rockets and satellite imagery of Earth pre-Apollo. It looks really
yes. Yeah, everything there is is Apollo era or pre-Apollo.
Nice.
Awesome.
I'll give you the titles of the ones that I got in my hand.
Yeah. Blue, I don't suppose we could book you back into the shills to go over some of this again coming up in the near future, could we?
Dude, let's do it.
Awesome. Okay. Kiri's listening right now, so she'll be in touch with you real soon, because if I do it, I'll fuck it up. Yeah, we have to leave those that actually know what they're doing to do what they do well, right?
Yeah. I can get you guys a whole set of these docs, and I'll scan them all and spread them to everybody so that you guys can go over with me. But they're really interesting. Like I've got the Apollo Experience Report, Lunar Module Instrumentation Systems.
Nice.
Let's see, we have trajectory simulation, which is literally the models to launch a rocket. It's all the equations they use to launch the Apollo rockets.
That's awesome.
We have
cool.
Thermal protection from engine plume environments. That one's going to be related to my F1 video. And then I have Apollo Experience Report, mission planning for lunar module descent and ascent. So these are all the equations and everything put together in angles for landing and getting off the moon for Apollo 11.
That's freaking amazing.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
you found some real gold, man.
Yeah, I can thank my roommate for that. He found those in the library and then told me about them. So, library is my new favorite place. Visit your local library, people. Do that.
Yeah.
I say that after every episode of the Shills.
That's great. Marty Moose said, NASA documents? You mean our religious texts?
Yes.
Marty Moose. That's me.
So what? Did the show up for the debate?
Before I get to that, I'm going to say something really quick because ETC's typed it in the chat twice and I haven't shouted him out for it. He wanted to thank me for my part in the Truth Is Not a Hoax video about Challenger. Is that video out yet? Did I miss the notification for that? Because I really want to see that one. I'm really big on the shuttle disasters and people calling them fake because it really disturbs me. So I'm interested in seeing that. But yeah, the flat earther apparently got confused about time zones. Oh, awesome!
Shocked Pikachu face.
Yeah. I the first time I commented about a debate with him, I typed out the words Eastern Standard Time specifically, not EST, so he couldn't get confused about anything. You know, maybe confuse it with EDT. That's acceptable. But I typed it out, and then here's how the comments went following that. Me, well, T-1 hour and you're still nowhere to be found. Can't say I'm surprised. His response, you said 7, right? My response, yeah, usually people show up beforehand to make sure shit actually goes well. His response, goes well? I mean, what can go wrong? Me, this dickhead, I'm live and you're not here. So apparently he's still at work. I don't know when the hell he thought it was supposed to be or what he was supposed to do. But yeah, if someone says show up at 7, at least show up at 7.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you know, not to be funny on who am I kidding? But this ain't rocket science, people. Come on, this is literally telling time, right? Come on.
I'm honestly convinced it's that they forget that on a globe there's time zones.
Hey, speaking of globe and time zones, do you remember that Russian chick Team Skeptic did a video about a few 3 or 4 months back, and she was saying that each time zone must have its own sky?
No.
What?
That's amazing.
Oh, it was off the charts crazy, you guys. I wish I could remember it right now. No, Skeptic was nice about the way he tore her down because her accent was thick, so he was jumping in to make sure we understood what she was saying, but that's just so he could have his gun aimed and loaded, right? Of course. But it was insanity. Like, I barely made it through the video. I was laughing so hard, my stomach hurt. I never heard the like. She literally said that each time zone has its own sky with its own sun and the whole 9 yards. It was off the charts.
I gotta check that one
Oh,
out. Oh,
yeah.
Also, a niece typed something, and she's been somewhat corrected, but I wanna just expand on it. She asked if Challenger was the one that broke up on re-entry. That was Columbia. It struck a piece of foam during launch, and it was fine getting up there, but it didn't get back. The foam opened up a hole in one of the wings. Some hot gases got in, and it broke apart. Challenger was the O-ring seals. Basically, when the solid rocket boosters fired, they balloon outward, and to keep them from expanding too much, the O-ring is supposed to slide into place, but because it was so cold, the O-ring didn't have enough time to warm up and slide into place, and after about 73 seconds, it disintegrated. That's the two shuttle disasters.
BM Verbal saying you're a bit quiet there, Dead Kennedy.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys.
There you go. I heard that.
Wow, I moved an inch.
Yeah, really, eh? Holy.
Also, Mr. Unite for the Children. I didn't know this. Is this true? Apollo 12 got hit by lightning twice after launch?
Yes, that is true.
Wow.
And it was the guy who was, let's see, the crew, I can't remember his name, but the crew captain of that flight, which would have been the third guy in charge, he was the only person on that flight who actually knew the right switch to hit. It was an auxiliary switch. It was switch some letters to auxiliary, and that saved the whole flight. If he didn't do that, that would have been the first Apollo flight to be aborted in midair. Yeah, so not even the NASA guys at Mission Control knew which switch to hit, and the only reason why he knew it was because he had gone over some arbitrary training service that just covered the auxiliary switches, and he was the only person who went through that. So it was a miracle.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Like,
Brady Beaver had a good point on Columbia there. On the ground, they knew they were pooched, and, what do you do, right? Didn't, right?
Yeah, Columbia is almost worse than Challenger because it was like Challenger was an argument between NASA and Theocol engineers, and Columbia was like, we know they're fucked, and we're just not going to tell them or do anything about it.
That's right. Oh, Dead Kennedy, Brainy, being a fellow Canadian, he should have a wrench.
Oh, yeah, he absolutely should.
Yeah. I mean, come on here.
There you go. You
All right.
have a wrench, sir.
There we go.
I got the name of the guy from Apollo 12. It was John Aaron.
John Aaron.
Wow.
Is that Aaron
I
like
believe.
the first name Aaron?
So it wasn't someone on the. So I was wrong. It wasn't somebody on the.
Oh, a flight controller.
Yeah, it was a flight controller, and there's a 2003 NASA documentary on it or something like that. So I'm just looking at a Vice article. I'll put it in the chat. It's actually pretty interesting.
And of course, not only did he save Apollo 12, he had a huge role in saving Apollo 13 too.
Yeah.
What a champion.
Yeah, but if you want to go check it out, there's an article in the chat. I don't know much about it. I've only seen it and I've seen a couple of YouTube videos on it. I think Curious Droid has one, I think, on it. So it's an interesting story.
Yeah, if wait, did you put the link in the
That's
chat
a
already?
really good one.
Yeah, it's in the chat. I'll put it again.
Oh, speaking of chat, let's Spanner Radical, because then he could post the link to the comment section with that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was
And if we don't, Beaver won't shut up either, so we might as well. I'm just picking on Beaver here.
Oh, Christ Puncher, let that become a thing. That guy won't debate me. Absolutely, let that become a thing. I need some kind of reputation with these people, Like, all I've got is I kicked Why You Are an Idiot's ass twice, and Victor Garcia, who is a nobody, so...
Yeah. That was fun. I loved being a part of that one, man. Thank you again.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. Basically, just let him go and then ask one simple question.
Yeah, it was really funny. The crap he would come up with, and you'd be like, okay, so you got any proofs for flat Earth? You know, would you stop frothing at the mouth and get on with it?
And the most amazing thing was, like, I like that he was smart enough to tell I was setting a trap for him when I was asking about the speed of light, because he eventually asked something like, what's the point to this? What are you getting at? And when I told him, he came back with the most amazing thing ever. I don't think light moves at any speed. What?
Yeah. Yeah. And if light doesn't move at any speed, I'd love to have him explain to me that Flat Earth app where photons literally have to decide for themselves how far they will travel before they just drop to the ground and death. Because they arbitrarily pick their distance in that Flat Earth app. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. This is why Flat Earth is getting tiring, because it's... Not only is it, you know, repetitive and boring and, you know, they never change anything, but it's so clearly, like, the further you look into it, the crazier you realize they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because in order to accept Flat Earth, you have to accept so many other things.
Yeah.
Specifically addressing the whole light doesn't have a speed thing. Have you ever heard of a cloud chamber?
Well, my first thought was like...
Where you can...
Go ahead.
It's something where you can literally see the particles speeding at the speed of light as they go through the clouds.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah. So if you don't know what a cloud chamber is, what it is, it's a device. If you live in LA, the Griffith Observatory has a really nice one, but it's a device that cools alcohol to a level where it forms this little cloud of alcohol in this chamber. And as particles from dying stars go through the Earth and go through you and everything, you'll see the shadow of it as it forms in these clouds. So every single one of these little small radioactive particles goes through it, you get a new line. And you can literally see new particles going through this cloud chamber. So how do you explain that? It has to be going at a speed to do that.
Yeah. And Brady Beaver brought up a good point. I think I thought of this during the debate. It's 2019. We have super high-speed photography at this point. I'm sure it's been photographed.
Yes, it has. Light was videoed going through a bottle during an experiment. It's a really cool video. Let's see if I can find that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's face it. Mickelson and Morley were able to figure out, like, they were able to measure the speed of light. No problem.
Yeah,
it's not like you need... Yeah, it's not like you need ultra-modern technology. I mean, as far as I understand, and I do think I'm correct, although I could be wrong, like, Galileo was close. He just didn't quite have what he needed. And had Galileo been doing his shtick about 75 years later, he would have determined the speed of light.
We have big news. Take a look in the chat there. Above 1 Minute Debunk and Radical.
Hey, bud, is that dude?
Yep.
Hey, Metamorphosis.
It's the guy who's been bitch-made for an hour. Man, I was minutes away from saying let's close up this stream because we've been going for an hour and you weren't here. I don't know if I want to start a debate after waiting for an hour. You've kind of pissed me off here, to be honest. I spelled out the words Eastern Standard Time to you, and you couldn't figure out when the fuck to show up. So if you can't figure that out, how am I supposed to expect you to know anything about the shape of the Earth? Yeah, you've got a job? I do too. That's why I gave you a time after the job, you fucking idiot.
Ding. I'll be the bell.
By the way, I found the video of the light traveling through the bottle. It's in the chat. Check it out.
Nice.
After the stream.
Yeah.
Check it out
What do
later,
you mean,
guys.
who does he think he is? Metamorphosis, who he thinks he is a guy who went to the trouble of setting up a live stream, going live. He has 94 people watching right now, and you messed up the instructions when he clearly told you it was Eastern time, and you're late. That's who he thinks he is. He has a right to be pissy. Come on, you left him hanging. I mean, geez, if you guys were guy and girl, you wouldn't be getting a second date, right? You know this,
and he's
right?
he's asking, do I get paid or something? No, you don't. If you don't want to do the debate, don't agree to the debate. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Seriously.
Do I get paid?
Wait, we're getting paid here? Hold on. I want my $10 back.
Were you $10.02 back?
Yes.
Do I get paid or something? Okay, I'm going to sum up his flat Earth argument in one word: reasons.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, you know what? Well, I sent you a Discord link, you idiot. You were supposed to contact me on there, you fucking idiot. If you'd like to actually, access that Discord link and talk to me there, you idiot, you can. Or
ding,
if you'd like,
Sorry.
We can send you a link to this Meets chat. I know you're scared of other people being there who don't believe what you do, but I promise I won't let them get too out of hand.
No, and Kevin, if you want, because I did the opening of the meets, I'll let him in, and then I'll get out of here right away. Like, don't worry there, Metamorphosis Fantalities. Oh, damn it. Can't you just be like Doug or somebody? What the hell? Seriously? I mean, pick a name like Neil and Bob, or is that like what you do? Like,
pick
come
Sue.
on.
Sue.
There you go, yeah.
Dude, that's a good name. It'll toughen you up.
I love that. Good reference, Blue. That's awesome.
All right, yeah, if he wants to, dude, either get on the Discord or get me a medium where I can send you a link to this meet where it's not going to be seen by 96 other people because we don't really want that huge chat. Hang on. How old are you, kid? I've been incarcerated. Do you think chat rooms scare me? Well, you're not fucking here, so yes, I do. And you know what? Yeah. Don't be proud of being incarcerated. That means you did a bad thing. Fucking hate these people.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're a really old Jewish man, then being incarcerated is nothing to be proud of.
That was good. That was really good.
That was.
Thank you.
I want to laugh harder at that, but I'm not gonna.
Well, you know me, right? I go where others dare not.
Okay, stop saying you're here. You're not here. Discord, Twitter, Facebook. Figure it out. Go somewhere where you can get a link to this meet. Are you retarded?
Yeah, Metamorphosis, you're not going to debate him in the text of a live thing. You've got to go over, yeah, I know it was Ragical, thanks, but I'll watch the Edge too. But Metamorphosis or whatever, I'm just going to call you Caterpillar. You got to either get to Discord so that you can actually talk to him one-on-one, like, voice like we are, or you have to get a hold of him in Discord so you can join this Google Meet that we're in right now. But he can't debate you through the text in the live chat. We do have to make an effort here, please.
Is that what did he think he was going to show up in the chat and debate me that way?
Well, at this point, I think that he figures a peanut butter sandwich is more like a condom than a fucking snack. I have no idea what's going on in this guy's brain.
Also, can I just point out, you said a little while ago you don't use any of those, like Discord. Why didn't you say that when I suggested using Discord?
Again, it comes down to the peanut butter sandwich condom. This guy just, he's definitely lost the plot.
Honestly, how the fuck do you put your pants on in the morning, dude? Like, you can't figure out times. You can't figure out to tell me you don't use something before we're here. You can't figure out anything. And again, you're supposed to expect me to believe anything you have to say about the shape of our Earth or the cosmology of our universe. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm done.
I love it. I love it. And I would have gone further. I was expecting more, but, you know, hey, each to their own, right? But Caterpillar, come on, you've got to get it together, buddy. This is not that difficult, right? I mean, you know.
Like, name is something that you do use that we can message you on.
Yeah, what do you use?
Well, you know, to the fort out in his mother's backyard, he probably has 2 cans and a string, so maybe we could try that. You know?
Well, you know what? I mean,
when I think of this, when I think of this guy and where he lives, why am I seeing Snoopy's doghouse? What the hell, right? He's getting me worked up here.
I mean, I don't really want to debate this guy because he's honestly he's too stupid to live. I think he might have left. Also, he's gone quiet for a while.
Yeah. I just went on his channel.
There he is. Prick, right. Leave my mom out of this, just like your dad did. Ha 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 ha. Right. Oh, you coming at me there, Caterpillar? Look, the only thing your dad ever did wrong was drop it between her legs and not in her mouth. Don't you dare come at me, you little bitch.
Oh, what's the line from Full Metal Jacket? I think something about a brown stain that ran down the crack of your mama's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
Yep.
You know, I can just imagine one day Dad walked into the sperm bank to make a donation. There was a little drip on the side of the jar. They saved it, brought it back to Mom, and she did her own artificial insemination, and we ended up with Caterpillar. You were a mistake, pal. Just admit it to yourself.
There, B-ball for life, yeah. The best part of you ran down the crack of your mom's ass and ended up as a brown stain on the mattress.
Yeah, that's it.
Cheated. So what do any of you apes know about science? Dude, stop. This stream's ending in like 5 minutes unless you get your ass in here. This is pathetic.
Yeah, no doubt. And Caterpillar, don't worry. I may be being quite the asshole to you right now, and trust me, if we were live, it would be worse. But I'll get out of here right away. I'm not a part of this. It's just you and Kevin. I'm just here picking on you because your punk ass can't even use technology. Now get your ass over to Discord, click the damn link, and get in here. What the hell is wrong with you? Seriously.
Like, I don't use any of these. They're free services that take 5 minutes to sign up for.
Yeah, and you were told. You were told that you needed it. You were told. You were told. Just like you were told when you were young, when you're done taking a dump, you wipe your ass. Do you? Well, then you know how to listen. So what's the problem, Caterpillar? Come on.
Calm down with your yelling. You might scare his little pea brain away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And actually, I got to be 1 second to do something for my son. So I'll hand you guys the floor. I'll be back in 1 minute.
All right. Well, while he's gone, I'm gonna give this guy one shred of credibility. You made me laugh by comparing Dick Dawson to Vince McMahon. That's pretty funny. But you have failed in literally every other regard. By the way, you don't use any of those. One of them is Google Meets, which you only need a Google account for, which you have because you're using it right now. So again,
how can we get the link for this to him without it being sent to everyone else? That's the problem here.
That is the question. What if I put it on your channel, you idiot? Well, everyone's gonna follow me there.
Yeah. How are you discussing this with them beforehand?
It was Discord beforehand.
At this point, I was thinking smoke circles.
At this point, smoke circles would be good. You missed it. He got one thing right. He made me chuckle slightly because he compared your voice to Vince McMahon. That's the only thing.
That's good. That's good. That's good. And hey, Caterpillar, I'm just playing the role here. I get a little hot-headed, but it's no big deal. Like I say, as soon as you jump into this, I'm out of here. I am not a part of this, man. I'm just the clown joker that keeps the thing going until, I don't know, the little bitch Caterpillar shows up and does what he was supposed to do. Just do it, please. Just do it. Just
And
do
he's telling the truth, Caterpillar. Most of the time I hop in something where he's at, he hops out too. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, think of me as the guy that won't shut up until the host of the TV show comes on and the applause sign comes up. Have you ever seen a TV show go live? I'm that guy. Don't worry about it.
And yeah, he's got one chance to respond. Logical Troglodyte, you missed nothing. Thank you very much for stopping by. The guy just showed up in the chat proclaiming that he doesn't use any of the services I talked to him about and just didn't bother to mention that, at any point during the time we were conversing. So yeah, you missed nothing. We've just been shooting the shit. Yeah, I'm waiting for one more response from him, unless he said, you know what? You have one chance to post the words, post the link. Say that. Say post the link. If you don't say that, you're like Joe Rogan on Adderall. I'm enjoying it. Is that a good thing? I don't know.
I think that's a good thing. Honestly, I think that is a compliment.
That just sounds like Joe Rogan with more energy. That's okay.
Yeah, Radical says let Radical jump in and help Caterpillar. Right? There you go. Right? There you go. And if you don't know who's stepping up to the plate for you there, Caterpillar, go check Radical's channel. Big hitter. Big hitter. He carries a huge stick.
Oh, the other ape. Oh, you?
I'm not talking about skinny little Kevin, but the other ape. Oh, it's got to be me. Yes, I am an ape, but I don't drag my knuckles like you do, buddy. You can call me an ape all you want, but you're proving yourself to be a freaking Neanderthal right now. So come on, get it together.
Especially because this stream is going to be archived, right? Like this video is staying up with you in the comments failing to show up to a simple meeting that you agreed to and have been asking for weeks, by the way. Like this isn't the first time.
And how long has he been in the damn live chat now? Like, come on.
Dude, just tell us to give you the link or something. Give us a sign that you want to be on here and not just in the chat.
Yeah, Radical's pointing out. I don't think he realizes it remembers the chat. I'm gonna download it myself. All right, I'm done. I'm calling it victory by default because you can't hold a decent conversation. You can't tell time. You can't show up to a basic meeting. You can't explain what services you use and which you don't. You can't figure out how to download a free service. You can't figure out how to say the words post the link. You are worthless. You are basically an invalid.
That's right. So, after 0 rounds, we have Caterpillar in one corner, Dead Kennedy in space in the other. Victor by total knockout, bitchmade, nobody showed up. Dead Kennedy in space. Everybody, hashtag bitchmade. Give it to me. Let's see it.
Hashtag bitchmade. Yep, you fail, Metamorphose, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. You fail. You failed on every level, and thank you for providing more evidence for the ridiculousness of the case of the flat Earth. Every time you guys fail at this basic stuff, everybody thinks you look stupid. Not just me. All 107 people, because you're one of them, watching right now, think you're an idiot. Of course I didn't say anything about science. You are not here to hear it. You are not here to respond to it. Okay, you know what? I'll close out with that. You want some globe proofs? Here's some simple things. Spectroscopy proves the globe. Question 1, can we verify the speed of light? Question 2, if so, how is the moon not 238,000 miles away? Because we can shoot a laser at it and it will take approximately 2.34 seconds to get there and then 2.34 seconds to come back. Bam! Moon is not in the firmament. Next, seismology. Seismology uses a system of tracking the epicenter of a earthquake, which produces a visualization of the entire Earth. You can see the epicenter start on one side of the Earth and go down to the other side I'm not explaining this very well, but there's a very simple picture of it. Just Google seismology P waves and you'll see it. That's what is it? Surface waves and I forget what P wave stands for, but yeah, seismology proves the globe. And what else we got? Oh yeah, the ISS. You ever heard of the ISS? You know that thing that you say, 0 seismic readings showing movement ever recorded. They're not meant to show movement. They're meant to show okay. 0 smells have been recorded with a radar gun. Smells don't exist.
Can I give a good one? I literally just opened my astronomy notes to a random page and I got a globe Earth proof because all of it is. Yeah. Here's one that no one's ever talked about: the solar eclipse experiment. Explain how when the sun is around the stars behind it during a solar eclipse and you're able to see the stars, they're in a different position than when the sun is not in the sky, i.e. 6 months later in the exact same spot.
Exactly.
The only way that's explained is if gravity is bending light that is traveling at a certain speed. So not only does that prove gravity, but it also proves that light travels at a speed, which apparently you don't believe.
And it was also an experiment from some years back that Einstein was very happy with the results of.
Yes.
And I've got a blink test up right now. That's the last thing I'll go with here. If you take a look at the stream there, Caterpillar, from Wolcott, New York to Toronto, 39 miles. The CN Tower is 553 meters tall, and approximately 184 meters of it is missing. Can you please explain that?
It's pretty simple.
Like, is Toronto underwater?
Perspective, refraction, I need my mommy.
But there's a mirage at the bottom. Can't you see the mirage?
You'll have some excuse. I can't wait to hear it. But that's the last thing I've got. You've failed to do anything, and I've even given you a handful of globe proofs here that you've refused to respond to, even in text. That's how pathetic you are. I'm starting to think you're just a troll. Maybe you've done all this on purpose. Same reason the clouds in the sky fade out from top to bottom. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Caterpillar, I have 2 words to describe your entire appearance on Dead Kennedy in Space's most amazing YouTube channel. Political masturbation.
That's good. That's good.
It's not an appearance. It's a non-appearance.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a non-appearance. And I assume when he says the same reason the clouds in the sky fade out from top to bottom, those clouds are getting smaller. The CN Tower is not. Explanation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they call it now, but when it was first built, it was called Sky Dome, the big stadium that's right by the CN Tower. And in that picture, if it was clear sky, you would notice it is completely missing. You can't even see it.
Oh, it's gone completely, yeah. I think.
Yeah, it's not there. There's no way you could see it.
Is it still called the Rogers Center?
I can't remember anymore. It depends on which vulture-like company that makes billions has to spend to have their name on the damn building,
No, the clouds are not getting smaller. Prove it.
It's the Rogers Center now, Bailey Dobbin. Thanks, Bailey.
Yeah, Rogers Center. Yeah, and that sucks so bad. It had such a good name, the Sky Dome. And
I know, I loved it.
Had to go and ruin it.
Yeah.
Sponsorships don't do good with sports.
No.
And 1 minute debunk. I'm not going to debate this guy. This is basically the end of the stream. I just wanted to see how he was going to respond to this stuff. This is don't award his total cowardice. See, that's the point. You are a coward because you are not here. This was very, very simple. I made everything simple. I facilitated this whole thing for you, and you failed on every level. Good job.
And Caterpillar. Sorry there, Dead Kennedy. Caterpillar, if you're paying attention, there is over 100 people watching right now, and every one of them know that you are completely and utterly bitch-made. You stepped up, thought you were the man, and you actually fell on your face worse than most Flerfs do. You are pathetic.
More people know that you're bitch-made than people who actually know you in real life.
Yeah, there you go. Well said, Blue.
Damn.
Yeah, baby.
Shots fired. All right. Well, let's wrap it up then. So I think without even having a Flerf here, we've managed to prove that the Earth is a globe, which I think is a beautiful thing. You know, since starting this channel, I've learned so much about the universe and the Earth because of flat earthers. So I do kind of have to thank them for that. You know, I wasn't taught orbital mechanics in school. I learned all of that shit because flat earthers said it didn't make sense. And guess what? It does. That's all I've got to say. I'm happy this stream happened because you're a failure. Dick Dawson, what do you got?
What I got is, ladies and gentlemen, flat Earth is a fucking disease. You've got to get yourself inoculated. Get down to a local library and read a book. It could save your life.
Damn right. Goddamn right. Blue Earth Thing, what do you got, man?
Nothing much. Just really thanks for letting me hop onto the streams. I'm a little disappointed the debate didn't happen, but now it's entirely expected. As soon as you announced it a few days ago, I was like, this is not happening. This guy is not going to show. They never do. So, yeah, thanks for having me on. And, yeah, like Dick Dawson said, go to a library, read books. You never know what you're going to find, guys.
Wicked. I love it.
You might find our secret religious NASA texts and learn all of it.
You might find 3 shelves full of them.
All right, well, thank you
it.
everyone for showing up. Thank you very much for the super chats. I don't think I missed any, did I? If anybody wants to point out that I did miss one, please do, because I don't think I did. But thank you very much for that, and thank you for stopping by, subscribing, watching, all that good stuff. There will be new videos in the future. I'm working right now on a video about Riley's paper. I'm going to say paper because I'm not going to call it a thesis because it's not. He just said learn primer fields and praise Jesus. Go watch the last debate with Victor, please. He loved primer fields.
Not that crap again.
If primer fields work, why don't things float in a Faraday cage? I'll wait. So again, thanks for coming, guys. And I do hope everyone has a fantastic night, and I will see you over the curve, Space Cowboys.